Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, my fire family? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Aries, this is going to be a reading for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are not an Aries, but you are cross-watching for an Aries, thank you for doing that. Yeah, let's take a look here. What are we going to start? Oh, right. Yes, true enough. We started with oracles. That's what we're going to do. We are a new week. Happy new week to you, my friends. I'm a Sag rising, and so I go really well with it with any kind of fire sign, Leo or Aries. Mostly like it in the rising for me. Those are exciting, fun party people. But as Taurus sun, I'm always going to follow Aries. Always second in the zodiac, right? All right, here we go, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's coming up for the week ahead. No matter when you find this reading, it's always going to be for the week ahead, Aries. Tell me about what's coming up for Aries. Ooh, I like it. Increase. Ooh, conflict. Optimism. One more. One more for Aries, please. One more card for Aries for the week ahead. If you're cross-watching for an Aries, thank you. All right. Friends and colleagues. Okay. Decrease on the bottom of the deck. So I feel that something is being added to you. We do have a decrease in professional assistance. So when it tells me that that it feels like you are going to be filling a hole somewhere. Like I feel like somebody is looking for professional assistance, and I feel like they are at a decrease. So I want to say that maybe you're someone who manages money, maybe you're a life coach, maybe you coach other people on how to not let things slip through their fingers. I feel like somebody is going to ask you to fill that job. It's like the professional assistance to me is someone who is going to assist in the decrease. So it makes people who are feeling emotionally low or that things are slipping through their fingers, it feels like you're the professional assistance. You're the person who comes in and helps people with the decrease because you're the increase. You know how to add to people, right? This is something that you've been achieving over time. So you could be someone who is either a financial planner or someone who is a life coach or a trainer for somebody. It feels like you have the increase, that you are the one who knows how to add to or increase the growth, greenery, nourishment, all of that stuff at times of conflict. And so I feel that's kind of what's happening here, that at times of decrease, you become the professional assistance. All right, now we go here. All right. Let's figure it out. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for the week ahead. Aries, hey, if you're interested in a private read, I do have a sale on right now. It's 10% off all of my services. So please look in the description around the flowers. You'll see a code and a link to Wizio if that's what you're interested in doing with your time and money. Thank you, friends. All right. Here we go. Increase. What is the increase, please? Tell me about that. Tell me about increase. Increase in balance, increase in health, increase in the moment of alchemy. It feels like you're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. You are absolutely on the right path, Aries. So if you are the person who is the person who helps others work on their decrease, I think you're in the right spot. Tell me about conflict. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, by the way. Very psychic energy. Yeah, I was going to say Sagittarius is the fixer. Temperance wants to bring all things into balance, right? Tell me about the conflict. So I think that's exactly probably what you're doing here. We've got conflict, the Five of Pentacles. We've got optimism in the King of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Tell me more. One more. For Aries, please. No, one more. There we go. One more for Aries, please. All right. And we have the Four of Swords. Friends and colleagues. It feels like you need to mend something. You need to heal something with some friends, it feels, or colleagues, people you work with or used to work with. Let's take a look here. Got 7 of Cups. Why? The Fool. Oh, okay. So it looks like you are taking some sort of a leap of faith. You're going to speak with someone. There's something that you have to say. The Knight of Swords is here, and I always see that sword in the air is the Ace of Swords. I always see that as, hey, I got something to say. Come back. Yeah, so it feels like you have something to say. I want to say that it's very overwhelming, but it is a chapter that you've been wanting to open for a while. The Moon, you're unsure. What are you unsure of? How this person feels about you. The Moon energy is here. You've never shown this person your feelings. I think you have romantic feelings for somebody here, and it makes you feel overwhelmed at the thought of opening a chapter with them. I think that you have a lot to say. Knight of Swords. I think you want to be honest and truthful with them about your feelings. Things are not as they seem. I want to say, things are just not as they seem. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's clarify a little bit for you. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's do some clarification. Got the King of Pentacles, who's Taurus. Also, pardon me, Virgo and Capricorn in this reading. It is a general reading after all. The optimism is interesting because the optimism I always do see as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn because of all of the vegetation and abundance, and you know, I usually see that card that way. So for the King of Pentacles to come up there, that's pretty interesting. I think you are distancing yourself from conflict, my friend, because I think now you are dealing in increases, adding things to people, adding things to yourself, and healing and balance and moments of alchemy that you're recognizing. And I think that's really beautiful. I feel like you're steering clear of anything that's going to be dramatic or have conflict. You're like, yeah, 10 and 18 is 2, fine, yeah, we're good. See ya. I feel like you're not even entertaining it here. Tell me about this increase. You're going to have an increase in energy. I feel like for the month of October, it feels like not just for the week ahead, but for the month of October, I want to say you're going to feel more energized, or, oh, maybe it's since the full moon in Aries that you feel more driven, or that you're more passionate, that you are trying to move at things, yes, with fire, but also balancing with water. So balancing your passions with your emotional needs. Tell me about the increase. Here's the 3 of Wands. So the ships that are coming in is some sort of an increase or an addition to you that makes you feel very balanced. We have the King of Swords. Oops. We have the Justice. Interesting. And the 10 of Wands is in the distance. Just listening. Ships that are coming in is Temperance. That's never bad news, right? That's balance. It's kindness. The answer is yes, you will be getting the increase. Things are going to be added to you. You're finally getting your justice. Things are leveling out for you. We're in Libra season, right? Justice is here. Things are leveling out for you. King of Swords. You're learning how to speak your words in a way that is kind, that is loving, but is... oh, that almost feels scorpionic to me. It feels like it's kind and loving, but it is a harsh way of speaking. Like it feels like you're being very, very honest with people in your life, and that's working out for you. It's an increase. It's like a skill that you're learning. You're learning how to tell people you're doing this wrong without making them feel like they're doing it wrong. You're doing it in a healing and balanced and kind way. And I feel like this is working out for you. I think this is the justice. This is the lesson that you've learned. That's the karmic lesson that you've learned, and it's giving you balance. So yes, I would say that you're probably... feels like this, yeah. It feels like you're probably helping people with their decrease. And that tells me that the only reason you have that skill is because you've gone through a lot of decrease, my friend. I feel like you had to unburden yourself in order to bring yourself to this place. You had to make better decisions about what your passions are. And you are making better decisions. Tell me about the conflict and the 5 of Pentacles, because I think you're running the other damn way. You're like, no, nobody's rocking my balance. Nobody's rocking my healing. And if it's that much conflict, I'm distancing myself from it. Tell me more about the conflict. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even going to beat myself up over it anymore. I'm going to let you be wrong if you're going to be wrong, and I'm just going to go my own way. And the Five of Wands is in the reverse. I'm not even going to beat myself up over about it. Like, I'm just going to go. The Five of Wands in the reverse is also indecision. I am not even going to flinch. I'm just going to go ahead and go my own way. So I think you're pretty serious about the way that you are dealing with people who are in conflict, or people who try and bring lack into your life, people who are very negative, people who are very detached from reality, people who are very detached from their 3D world. Like maybe they're just not thriving in any of those places, in the place they live, and the amount of money they make, or kind of job they do, or whatever it is. You're distancing people from people who wish to live in conflict and not distance themselves from it. You're over it. You're over the lack. You're not dealing in lack anymore, because we know that whatever you throw out there, it comes back at you, right? You're not doing it anymore. We have judgment. It's a big decision, because this decision comes with cutting people out of your life. You may have a whole group of people that you hang out with, and if that one hates their job, and that one hates their husband, and that one hates their wife, and that, you know what? You're just over it. You're over living in this conflict. And I think that the big decision is to tell people, I'm over it, I'm out. Over and out, friends. Yeah. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. You do it for your own stability. Good for you. I'm telling you, there is a time in the ascension process, when you get there, you'll know it, where you're just done with everybody's shit. Yeah. You're done with people coming to you with the complaints and the woe is me. It's why I don't like to see it in the comments. It doesn't serve anything except to bitch into the universe. I don't subscribe to it either. I get you, Aries. I don't get it. I don't get why you would speak this negative stuff into the universe, and it's knowing it's going to come back to you. So I feel like for your own stability, you make a really big decision to distance yourself from anyone who is going to harsh your buzz. Yeah. I don't know why I said that. I just saw Cheech and Chong. Like, I don't know why Charlie gives me these pictures. Don't harsh my buzz, man, right? For those of you who know, you know. All right, so I think that I feel like you're doing it for your own stability, my friend. It's necessary. It's necessary for your own stability. You need to stay in optimism. Optimism is going to allow you to grow and stay stable. I feel like you're really grounded, and even if you don't have any earth energy, I feel like the way you think about things is very grounded, very slow, that you respond and you don't react, and you're not dealing in any conflict anymore. It doesn't serve you, right? I want to say that your optimism is going to make you money, because I think that you're in some sort of a business, or if you're not doing that yet, you might even get this opportunity in the week ahead to be in some sort of a business where you can monetize your optimism. I don't know how you're going to do that, but monetizing your optimism. So giving other people a better outlook on their finances. Like I said, I've been feeling like maybe you're a financial planner, but giving someone optimism about the way that you became the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is kind of a big deal, right? It's the one who's most grown, most stable, wants to be in a family way, wants to support the people around them, very stable, moves slow at things, but also the Midas touch. You're a person who doesn't really even have to look for opportunity now, because of your optimism, because that's what you're bouncing off the universe. It all comes bouncing back in opportunities, and it's going to make you rich. Yep. Your pentacles are because of your optimism. That's why you're making money. So you either make your money that way, or the universe is hearing you and dropping it on you. And I feel like it's about to get better if it was bad, but I don't think so. Tell me about the optimism. Abundance, balance, stability, Taurus again, Taurus energy, Taurus and Libra. Stability in this Libra season. Page of Cups. You got a thing for the Empress? What's going on, Aries? You have a thing for the Empress? So the Empress is Taurus and Libra. Of course, it doesn't have to be. She's all the queens. When the Empress is in the room, so is all the queens. But the Empress is the one who is the doting, loving one, the one who makes a home, who loves children, wants to have children, wants to raise children. It feels like this either is a new love that's coming up for you or someone that you have deep affection for. I feel as though your optimism, stability, and balance is leading you to the Empress. The Empress might be calling you in, my friend, if you are the masculine, because the Empress is never going to chase. The Empress is the feminine. So if you are the masculine, King of Pentacles, then I feel like the Empress is calling you in. Seven of Pentacles. You've thrown the seeds of intention, and they are growing. The Page of Cups is here with the Empress. You could be the Empress, or maybe you are the King of Pentacles. There is something new here for some of you, not for all of you, but it feels like the Page of Cups does feel like new energy, and the new energy could be an Empress. Somebody's calling you in, it feels like. Somebody is manifesting you. Somebody is waiting to offer you this pentacle. It's the same one that the King is holding. It feels like there is a... You could be just optimistic that you will find somebody who will fulfill this. That's very much what it could be. But for some of you, I think you got a thing for the Empress. You have an optimism about the Empress. The Page of Cups is also about something happening that you don't expect. It's a bit of a surprise. Maybe the Empress has surprised you. But it feels like you have a pentacle that you want to offer to somebody here. Tell me about the friends and colleagues. We have the the Five of Pentacles and the Star. Okay. So I really think that this person, the Empress, it feels is someone who you already know, I want to say, because of the Pentacles. And I want to say that you already know them because the Five of Pentacles indicates that there is a disconnect here. But also it being up with the Star here tells me that you're kind of disconnected from the hope that you might ever see them again. Or that you... Star is a hope for commitment or connection, or a hope for a Taurus. We've got Aquarius energy here as well. We've got Libra and Taurus. We've got Virgo and Capricorn, Libra, Gemini and Aquarius, Virgo and Pisces as well. The friends and colleagues, it feels like you want to heal something, Four of Swords, with someone that you know from the workplace or someone that is a friend. I feel like it's someone that you don't talk to or you haven't spoken with, but it almost feels like you've kind of lost hope that you're going to be able to speak with this person. They could be a Taurus. They could be a spiritual teacher. But the Star is that you still have hope about Taurus, but you're disconnected from that person. Or you still have hope for this spiritual teacher, this traditional type energy. But it does feel like you have hope for it, but you're feeling disconnected from it. Or you're just not speaking with this person. They're a friend or a colleague, someone you worked with, or someone that you never dated before. This is all very interesting to me. All right, you know what? I think we're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk about the Empress and the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. I think you've thrown the seeds of intention and you're looking for love, and I feel like the Empress is calling you in. I think that's what's going on here. I think you are showing up as the King of Pentacles here, somebody who's really good on your pentacles. Like, it feels like whatever you're doing, whatever this is that you do for a living is going to make you a lot of money, my friend. And I feel like with this abundance, because it's not just money, it's abundance. And within the abundance, I believe, is the Empress, because she is abundance. You're calling in abundance. You're using optimism to call in abundance. You're calling in the Empress is calling in you. Yin and yang. Yeah. She's calling you in. You're pushing toward the Empress. Okay, I'll stop nattering and we will talk in the extension if that's what you're interested in doing. We have the Page of Swords. There's a message that's being sent here. So is the Page of Cups a messenger, right? So there is a realization of some sort of feelings you have maybe for someone new. But we have the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords. It feels like the 10 swords. There's a cycle that needs to come to an end. We need to stop watching And stop worrying. It's time to make conversation. Again, we have a Page of Pentacles. You're materializing it now. So you will be speaking to someone in the future. We'll find out who that is in the extension. The link, if you want it, is down below. And if I see you there, I do. And if I don't, I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys, and I'm out. Bye-bye.